Hello,
Hi, Tripur. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Did you check the slides for the 27th?
Yeah,
Okay. How do you think?
um, I think it's good, and
Mhm.
I am a little bit confused about like I have to give the demonstration. Uh,
Mhm.
it's like a simple demonstration where I will put the question and then I will get the reply from the system like that only, na. Uh,
Mhm.
that's what I have to do, and what I have to do, and how to get up to date.
Um, sorry, I I think I don't understand the question. You can you replicate the demonstration of the last time? The
Okay.
same
Yeah.
one,
And
correct?
yes,
Okay.
and I want to ask how to get up to date. What do I have to explain here? Like, I have to tell them like these are the places where you can find us. Like, you can join us in our public meetings on Monday morning, and like that.
Okay, yes. Okay. Okay, let me share the screen. Oh, yes. Let me share the screen. Yeah. Um, there is one slide. One is that one with list of current links, but Bobby suggests to us to change this slide
Okay.
and put something like um, something like the a newsletter where
Okay.
people can give us the email account and we will see that list of links. In that way, they can check the wiki page and they can check the GitHub repo and also the Discord channel if they want. So Bobby
Okay.
suggests to add a simple slide where we can ask people to give us the email. In that
Okay.
case, when they give us the mail, we will send them that list of links, and they will be up to date because they can check the GitHub repo, they can check our wiki, and also Discord channel if they want.
Okay.
So I think we we can see and check again the presentation when Bobby join, and after okay, he's joining,
Yeah,
and
she's
after
here.
that, yeah, we can. Okay, perfect. And one question: Do you know um, um, website of recipes? Also
Yeah.
Indian, yeah. Which one?
Um, recipes for what?
For food.
Like normal recipes.
Yeah, normal. Yes.
No, I had suggested if we had time at the end to do an example of something that everybody understands. And
Mhm.
I was saying, like, maybe put in like a couple things about cooking and then have like the chap I ask it a question and have it like come up with combining a few things with an answer, like, do you need, certain kind of butter for something, or, just something so that everybody can seize its thinking on its own. I have to take a moment. I'll be right back. I have to lock this dog up because he's driving me crazy. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Um, for newsletter, we have to create a website for newsletter, something like that, or we can simply do one thing. We can create a newsletter via wiki. Like we can give a link of wiki page, and there they can add their emails. What do you think?
Because yeah, let me share the screen. Okay, Bobby, you suggest to us to change that slide, talking about a newsletter where people can give us emails, and we will send them uh, that list of links where they can check the GitHub repo, also the wiki, check the Discord, and so on. So I
Yeah, like
think
David puts out a notice, I think, on Mondays about the uh weekly meetups. Right after that comes out, I'm going to send another letter to the meetup group for the people who have already signed up,
okay,
Yeah.
with this information in case they want to, actually touch it and feel it before they meet us on Wednesday.
okay, okay.
Wait,
So perfect. So I will check it out, and after that, so we also can we have the list of email, or we will send. Yeah, we can send information by meetup, or
yep.
we have. Okay, perfect. Okay.
Or what's the other one you were going to say?
Um, yeah, I don't. I will. I checked this morning, if I remember right. Yes, here is the no. Yes, like no social media. Yes, that one. I think there are about. Okay. Yeah, there are some people who already
Signed up.
sign up. Yeah, so we can. Uh, do you have the a tool
I
to
found
do?
the slides I was working on, so I'm going to share my
Okay.
screen
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
second.
sure. Sure, thank you.
Just to, like, I put them on the wrong presentation, I guess, because I put them on the March 18th is the one I worked on. So hold on, let me just go to Zoom and share my screen. But I found them, thankfully. They're right here. Okay, so I'll send you these slides if you like them. Can you see my screen? So this was your
Yes.
March 18th PowerPoint. So I
Mhm.
just added to it. I think this is,
Yeah,
yeah, so I
you
put
can
them
delete.
here. So this would be the page that we can, put the more color into or whatever. And then this is the first page that we have to have on there. Just sit up there. And then when I start, I will mention, welcome to Hyperledger. Hyperledger is a Linux Foundation, blah, 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 antitrust, blah, 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 code of conduct, blah, blah, blah. Everyone welcome, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Perfect.
And then the agenda, this
Mhm.
is again what we should work on today. If we like it, we keep it. So I will do the housekeeping part, which is just talking about the events in the community that are coming up,
Mhm.
the mentorship, especially with this program. And then I'll introduce the team and go over the project, and then I'll bring it to you two to take over. So the only other slides that I did that I need help with was this one, which was I need to fix it, but it was about the
Mhm.
mentorship program that now this is going to be something we're going to be working on forward. We'd love everyone to, get involved in
Mhm.
this program during the mentorship. stay tuned for more information. And again, I'll get some links from Min for, people who want to look and apply. And then this is our page for us.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to send a picture, your LinkedIn thing, and I just took my LinkedIn, whatchamacallit, description and put it up there. So
Mm-hmm.
if you guys want to add the rest, that would be great. I'll
Mm-hmm.
again send you these slides to work on, so you can add to the presentation. I unfortunately on Wednesday am not going to be. I'm going to be somewhere working, but not at my desk. So I don't think I can run the PowerPoint for you. Can you do
Mm-hmm.
that, Tripor?
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
So I'll just say, next slide and then just hit the slide button, or I might see if David can do it, but if you want to do it, Tripor, that would be great.
No, I can do that. I am up to it.
That's perfect. So this slide basically is going to be this slide. I'm just going to,
Mm-hmm.
put your pictures and your stuff on there. And then uh I'm going to move this. Let's put this up here. Come on. Oh, it's not letting me edit. Okay, I'll do that. Okay. I need to put this in. So I will make this a little prettier. I'll talk a little bit about, what we were trying to do and how it came out of the documentation, how this is a, great way to put your documentation in and have, the chatbot answer. We're having it
Mm-hmm.
open source, so you could have this in your community. And I might cite some recent articles about the lawsuits going on with Google, um, because they stole all the information from, I'll mention that that's going on and that this chat bot solves that problem because you put the information in.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know where this slide at this point maybe should go at the end of the presentation. You
Okay.
know, I don't know if we, say if we want to get involved, we'll have a slide at the
Mm-hmm.
end, or what do you think? Should I put it
Okay.
in the front and the back or just the back?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Just in my opinion, just
Okay,
back
yeah, I
Yeah.
is
thought so too.
okay.
I thought so. And then what do we have?
Because we will send an email with a list of link using the
Yes,
Meetup
yes, yeah.
website.
So
Okay.
they'll have it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is where I guess now what do you, the I don't know if this is your most current, but I'll send you these 1, 2, 3, these few slides here that I've worked on, and when I finish them this afternoon, so you can put them into the main presentation. But that's basically all I'm going to talk about and all I'm going to say, and then I'm going to turn it over to you right about.
Mm-hmm.
This slide's not going to be there. I'm going to put that at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But again, this isn't the one you were working from, so I apologize. I thought I was on the right one when I was doing this.
Yeah.
So we just have to like kind of make this slide look like this for
Mm-hmm.
the presentation, and then just start with that. This would be the second slide, and then the
Okay.
agenda. Okay, so I will send those few slides over to you, and then turn the presentation over to you guys, and let's
Mm-hmm.
talk through what you're gonna do.
Okay, yes, I think now Tripur can start the demonstration, similar, very similar to the last time, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Okay, if you are available, and you can check before and also what you want. For me, it's the same, and I think it will take about 10 minutes or 15 minutes, correct? Or
For yeah, it will
for
only
the demonstration.
only 15 minutes. And if you
Okay.
want it, if you want me to wrap up before that, I can be very fast if you want that.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's yeah. I
We don't
think
keep slow.
it depends on the questions because we also Bobby suggests to us to prepare another demonstration if we have extra time at the end of the presentation. If no questions will occur, we can also present another example. In
Yeah,
that
like
case,
yeah, like any
mhm,
PDF. I don't want to make this like labor intensive on our part, Like
Mhm.
any PDF that you can put in there real quick, whether it's a
Mhm.
fairy tale or a recipe, and that we can ask a question that everyone
Mhm.
can see that the system thought of the answer. That was my
Okay.
only thing. So if it's a recipe, a fairy tale, like the wolf went in to eat the Red Riding Hood, did he bring ketchup? Like I don't
Mhm.
know, like something
Okay, okay.
just so that like
Okay.
they can see the system. And I just mean a simple example. It doesn't have to
Mhm.
be a recipe, it doesn't have to be a fairy tale, but just something that everybody's kind of familiar with
Mhm.
so that they, can see the system for how it's supposed to basically work without the technology piece involved. Does that make
Okay.
any sense? And again, it's we don't even we could if we have time we could just talk about it. Like say if you put in a recipe book, you can ask it what kind of flour and it will answer you.
Yes, yeah, I agree, definitely, and also I will prepare. Yeah, also the link shared by Tripur, I will check, and if lot of question, if we have a lot of question, we will reply, and but in case of no question or just few question, we can use the extra time to see another example which use a different data source like recipes or I don't know. I will
Yeah,
check. I will check. Yeah.
I just wanted to demonstrate that the fact that what you put in is the information it's
Mhm.
going to draw from.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Yes.
whatever, you be creative, whatever you're into, whether it's race car, something simple.
Yeah.
Recipes are
Okay.
great because everybody eats.
Yes. Okay. And in the meanwhile, if I can share the screen, the other slide about so that is the one use case that which people can find on LinkedIn posts where some companies are experimenting this use case, applying the AI to customer service. Um, so this is, I think, a good idea to think. And after that, we can present the features of the open source, and
Mhm.
I will work on to extend these two concepts, the data privacy and performance that we are using. It's important for our model and connected to the Gartner article where they talk about the importance of the AI model and also the importance of trust of companies in the future of AI. So open source can guarantee the privacy of data, and because the data could be stored on premises, and so this is one of the best feature of open source uh, for us. And this is the uh, slide which presents the current schema, which an animation. There is an animation where all I will talk about technical part of the slide and also the data flow. Do data flow. The first part, the green one, is the when the system uh, read data from data source, and the blue one is when the user ask question to the system. And I also added the other part for the prototype. We Our idea is to have a container architecture where people can use standard graphical user interface tools and to ask question to the open source model installed on premises or on GPU cloud, and um, also paying attention to data privacy, security, reliability, and also the continuous integration, delivery, and deployment, which is related to the machine learning ops. And
That slide is great, by the way.
yeah, the previous one,
Yeah,
that
it's a great,
one,
that's,
okay,
yep.
yeah. Well,
It definitely answers, like a lot, when we were first doing this, like I had a lot of questions about like, which side is this on? Which side is it, the input side or the output side? And that very clearly.
yeah, also it's a like a preliminary study of costs,
Mhm.
taking into account the fact that you have initial costs on premises because you have to buy
The
hardware,
server.
yeah, the server, and but in the future you just pay people who are working on your system to update to, I don't know, but also the power electricity costs. In the other case, in cloud you have um, costs which will grow in the future because you have to
Mhm.
pay like $2,000 per month.
AI is a
Yeah,
service.
yeah, AI as a service, yeah, correct.
I like it.
And yeah, I don't know if that slide if we talk about your qualified number suggestion, I think it's the best could be to have like other chart, different chart from that one line, and to which explain in another vision the same costs. I don't know.
Yeah,
I will study and I will share. And current cheapest solution to test the system. We can use an on-demand GPU server on cloud, which costs like $2 per hour. But
that should
if you
be a
want,
period, not a comma.
yeah, because it's in Italian. Yeah, I will change. Yeah, yeah, period. Yeah, yeah.
Because it
It's
looks like
because
it reads like $189, but you forgot a zero, or a
I
thousand
know, I
dollars.
know, I know. Yeah, yeah. It's a period, not comma. Yeah,
Is that really how they
and
do it in Italy? They use commas
yeah,
instead of period?
yeah, yeah. We use comma instead of period. But I know because when we use in a programming language, it's in English style, so we must use the period. So it's now it's like a typo. So I will change.
Yeah, I
And
guess it's
it's
a decimal point, not a, yeah.
yeah, not cheapest in that case.
It's so funny. Anyway,
Okay, and yeah, it's now we can talk about about your mentorship program 2024. If you want to talk
well,
about
no, I
you.
was just going to mention that we're going to have an opportunity, and it's hard for
Mhm,
people to get their head around what that mentorship opportunity looks like until
mhm,
they hear what you and Trapor are excuse me, are going to say
mhm,
about the product. So this is, I'm
mhm.
just going to mention it, but here's where you can say, what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, even because the we this is an application. We will have the response at the end of March or the first week of April.
Yes.
And okay, just to mention, and now questions.
Yep.
If
Perfect.
people have question, or we can start with an extra demonstration. Yeah. Also,
This is great. This is great.
okay. So I will. Yeah, I have a list of useful link about the three article mentions in the
That's
slide.
awesome. I have to tell you,
And
you're very professional.
mhm,
The way you do that. I've worked with so many people who have done slides and have
mhm.
not given credit for the people they got the slides from. And I just sit there and they're like, but it's a presentation. I'm like, I don't care. You got the information from somewhere. Let me know where.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
all the
commend your
time. Yeah, no,
professionalism. Very
I know.
professional.
And I don't know. Also, I put a slide how to join
Yep,
with
this is great.
yeah. some links to join the Linux Foundation, but also to check the other policies of Linux and Hyperledger. Okay, this is the I finished.
That's
So
awesome. So all we really need to do is I need to send you those 4 slides.
mhm,
And then you need to get the final presentation over to Tripur so she
mhm.
knows which one it is, so she can run through it for the presentation for us. That's awesome. Are you ready for
Okay,
your
okay.
demonstration, Tripur?
Yes, I
Awesome.
am.
And I
Good,
was
very
showing
good.
Gianluca something that I was working on. I don't know if I have it up and ready. But I'm
Yeah,
speaking at NFT NYC, and I'm working with a company that is trying to, well, they came to me because they're interested in the giving chain, which the giving chain is a attempt to make a decentralized, immutable chain, supply chain that tracks donations. It's a project I've been working on for a couple of years, and it seemed to have gotten stalled. And this company came in, and what they have is they create DAOs and they create value. The company's called Circularity Finance. And so what I'm doing, and hopefully it'll be done by the end of today, I'm going to create a DAO that has an NFT membership, so that if you want to be a part of the DAO, you buy the NFT, which is called the ledger. You buy a ledger, and if you have the ledger, you can get into the NFT, which I mean into the DAO, to make decisions. And what the DAO is a structure set up with tokens, and the tokens are called knowledge. And I'm going to set up proposals under this DAO, one being Kindle Direct Publishing to get this, like a project, to get this project published, for the 3 of us, and we'll work on that. But it's a way to get independent funding. So people buy the NFT or they buy into your project, that they put their tokens in, and that incentivizes the community, developers, and everything else to get the projects done. So I'm still working on it. I gave Gianluca a little taste of it last week. Um,
Yes, great,
let me
very
see if I
great.
gonna see if I have it up on a screen, because I've been trying to. Here's the new presentation. Let me just show this, see if this works. So this is the presentation for the NFT NYC. So it's just the programmable donations. Probably not going to keep that slide in there. And it talks about the projects that we have done in 2019, the project that we did in 2020, which I'll just talk briefly about. And then I'm going to talk about how this, it was a great idea, but it didn't have any structure behind it to make it work. So the giving chain is now at the end of the cycle. And what you have now is the super admin, which is the head of the DAO, and donors. And the donors put money into the DAO, and then a programmable donation goes to certain projects. So, for instance, one of the projects is going to be Kindle Direct Publishing, help Ledger Academy publish books, exchanging knowledge for Kindle. So that's going to be a project. Another project is going to be the giving chain, getting the user interfaces for that last piece. So there's different projects that are going to be run by the Ledger Academy DAO, and they're all going to be fascinating. And this is let's see if I can zoom in on this. Yeah, this is the interface, and it's so nice. So you create your micro economy, which is creating your tokens and creating the DAO and then you can add proposals, and those proposals can then get funded. And then, like, the programmable donation is, so say for instance, we do the Kindle Direct Publishing, and our first ebook is on the FAQAI. Our second one can be on blockchain basics. It can be on, zero knowledge proofs, because these ebooks are really short, quick. You get them out there, and a lot of people are buying them because they're not buying big books anymore. So that like is one project that we could run and see how the donations come in, and we can. So it's very interesting. And then the next steps are just trying to get the giving chain, the DAO created. So it's really neat. Let's see if I have it up.
This is really great. If I believe this will help a lot of things if we do get some work out
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, hopefully it will do. I'm just working on testnet, but they say, and I have a feeling once I get this up, the people who are interested in the circularity finance product are going to donate to our DAO, which will give
Yeah,
us like funds to get really moving, which will be nice. Yeah, so this is like, it's great. You just go here, you go to your microeconomy, you have to connect your XDC wallet, which is on some exchanges. It's not that popular, but I'm hoping it does. You can do your profile, and I by mistake created the token twice. Oh, I'm not connected, so it doesn't see it. Hold on. So I created the knowledge token twice. So for instance, if our project needs funding from
yeah,
the DAO would just mint a couple of these knowledges, and then we'd have money in the DAO to do whatever we need or for this project. So the token is the token that runs through all the projects. The NFT, you have to, and I did it twice again, by mistake, NFT created. The NFT is just to gain access to the DAO. So if you have a ledger in your wallet, you are voting rights, and you have, staking and liquidity issues you have to deal with because you're like a member of the DAO as opposed to
yeah.
just a whatchamacallit, a proposal in the DAO. So it's really, really neat. And
Yeah, it's
hopefully,
amazing. We have to have to form some rules so that people who are joining the DAO have to follow them. Like you said, buying an NFT will be a great place to start, and after that, in DAO, we have to maintain some kind of like policies where people are not using the community people and like gaining money from them, kind of some regulations so that the community remains, in
yeah, that's why
the
there's
yeah,
that's the position of that super admin.
yeah,
So that like they and because the donations are programmable, so
yeah,
like for instance, say they're working with the Green Cross, they've signed them up. So the Green Cross has all these projects they're working on. So the super admin would be the Green Cross. The donations are coming in from all over the world. They have their donation platforms and their payment rails set up already. So they have donors. But if you take that model and put it in the DAO, when the donors donate to the super admin or the Green Cross, then the programmable smart contracts for that donation will kick in. So for instance, if they're building a school, they get 25% the first month, and then they have to come back to the DAO with proof that they've gotten all the licensing and the contractors lined up. Then they get another 50% of the money, and then they build the school, and then they come back to the, a few months later, come back and say, here's a picture of the school we built. Then they release the next 25 to, fund the supplies and the faculty for the school. So that it's programmable. So if they don't reach that first goal, they don't get the rest of the money.
that's great.
The
So
idea is
that's kind of
very,
how it
very
works.
interesting. Very interesting idea.
Yeah,
So and no matter, and it doesn't have to be, because I was going to set it up as just the giving chain, but then I was losing a huge opportunity for Ledger Academy to run other projects that are not just nonprofits. So Ledger Academy, when I'm done setting it up, will have, in my opinion, 3 projects running. One would be the KDP, one would be the Giving Chain itself, and I forget what the other one was. Something I'm working on, and I can't believe I can't remember it right now. But there'll just be 3 projects set up for that, so that when people come in, oh yeah, the other one was I have land in Decentraland, and I want to build a school there so that we can teach classes there. So that I need funding to get developers who can build in Unity and build me a school on my piece of property. So that's
Okay,
like
in the
another project.
metaverse.
Yeah, the metaverse is
Oh,
another project out of Ledger
mhm.
Academy. So whether, and then
Okay.
that like say we have funding, we get funding from whoever, Circularity Finance or some of their connections for a metaverse school for blockchain, and they give us funding. Well, then that could break up into several projects. It could be a Decentraland school, it could be a private metaverse school like I've already run, or it could be something that we do in, like Microsoft has a metaverse, all these people have like the metaverses that they have. Getting rooms and setting up Ledger Academy schools there can be like several projects under that just one metaverse school. So hopefully the DAO, once it's set up, will be what governs the way that runs. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 absolutely. Also, that was, yeah, it is, in my personal opinion, is also the way to create participation from people who wants to join the project in the future. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And then it's great because because I don't like being in charge, I like people to be in charge with me. I like everybody to be in charge. And this is a great way. So if you buy the NFT to get
Yeah.
into you can pick which project you want to work on. You can just, it depends on where your interests lie, depending on what you do. And what I like about it is that like the funding is all built in. So once you start getting funding, things are just going to start to flow, and you can make more funding, hopefully. Because they have they got a contract with some sports entity in the United States. I don't think it's Nike, but I think it's something that is similar to like a wrestling federation, but not for wrestling. And they're working with them. They're working with the Green Cross, and it's all based on this XDC. And I don't know. I'm gonna try to see if. Oh, I have a slide for it. I'll show it to you on the slides because it's so hard to get your MetaMask to show up on the it's this, yeah, here it is. So, oh, come down. Yeah, so let me see if I can share my screen here. So when you're doing this, come on. Thank you. When you're doing this, when you're creating the NFT collection, you have to have so many CFI, which is just you can swap inside their DAO, inside that interface, XDC. And XDC you can get on any exchange, or I could send it to you. I'm only working on the test net now. But once that's done, you come to this screen, and you can see that it is you just have to load the XDC network. The Apothecary is their test network. And then you just, every time you deploy a contract, you can confirm. You have to confirm it on your MetaMask. So if you use MetaMask, it's like very simple to set up, if you're familiar with MetaMask. Some people aren't.
Yeah, I am. I
Yeah, yeah.
have a mask. I do use it.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, but it's the best out there.
Yeah, actually, it's quite safe. You just have to be really careful while you're giving your key, public key, to any website, because they can extract your funds from it. So you have to be really, really careful.
I had a very expensive NFT collection stolen out of my wallet, which is still frozen with my
Oh,
other 50 NFTs in it. So I went to, again, I've been trying to put Ledger Academy and all the metaverses out there. So I have a land in Decentraland, and I was looking into the Sandbox. Now, the Sandbox, I don't know what's happened with it, but the Sandbox was a metaverse that had a lot of artists. Um, Musicians and um, just general artists who were involved in it. Snoop Dogg was one of them. And I met him at the last NFT convention. We were in a green room together, so I got my picture taken with.
Okay.
But he was doing shows, and everybody was like doing. So the sandbox was open for developers, but only had certain times where they would open it for users. And one of those times was last November, not this one, the past one, November 2022. And they opened the sandbox, and I went in and I was listening to Snoop Dogg's concert, and then I went over to a gallery and I bid on a piece of an NFT artwork. And I obviously did not read the entire smart contract that was associated with that bid, but in the smart contract, I gave the people access to my wallet, and they drained all my NFTs. They took
Oh,
them
Oh.
all. And what was horrible was I had a coffee mug because I, like merch and stuff. So I was doing lectures on, get an NFT wallet. And I had 6 NFTs on a coffee mug. 4 of them were stolen. So now I have a coffee mug with NFTs I don't have. And I started doing lectures on it and stuff because it's ridiculous. So right now, Tripura, even though I have MetaMask and I know how to use it, I still have one wallet that someone is attached to. And the problem now is I can go to a website that will show me who has connections to my MetaMask wallet. And I
yeah.
can run a smart contract to get rid of them. The only problem is I have to have money for the gas for the transaction. And the second I send money to that account, the thief is still connected. He drains it before the transaction can run.
You also you have gotten the unique key for that, so you can change your password. Would that help in any way?
No,
No.
no. I
Uh,
have to get his access removed, and I can't, like, it's like a race. I have to be on a really fast computer, and right now I don't have a really fast computer. So what I have to do is I have to put the money in and have that other website where it removes them up. And the second that I get the money in there and run that smart contract to get him out, I just have to be faster than him. And I, like, one time I did it, like, it was a couple of wallets were affected under that one account, and I got them off of 1 or 2, but the third I just gave up. I'm like, I can't be throwing this money away. $20 every 5 minutes,
too much.
So now that wallet, if I let me see if I can go to it. If I go to that wallet, it's still marked as suspect. All the NFTs that were stolen are still marked as stolen in somebody else's wallet. So they can't trade them. I can't get them back, and I can't. It's just ridiculous. So although MetaMask works, it has its downfalls,
Yeah.
and there's no customer service.
Yeah, because it's all anonymous, so yeah, you can't say anything to anyone or anything, complain anything
Yep,
about it.
yep, it's ridiculous.
One of my friend lost about $600 because of no $6,000 because he clicked on some anonymous link and then his wallet got drained. So yeah,
Yep.
that happened.
Yeah, and I think that now MetaMask is, because they know it's their fault. And it's basically what I wrote them a letter and I said, this is how I feel about what you've done. You
Yeah,
have, if I have a piece of artwork in my home hanging on a wall and my kids go out the back door and leave it unlocked to take the dog out, while they're out, someone comes in and takes the picture. It's like
yeah,
you're going to arrest my kids for the crime. That's what it is, because they were blaming me. They're like, you let them in. I'm like, no, I am not savvy enough, and I'm pretty savvy technologically speaking, to read
yeah,
every line of a smart contract to know that was it was. All you need to do, which is why I think they're coming around, all you need to do is put an authenticator on your system, so that before that transaction went, I got a notification either in my email or my text that said somebody's doing this,
yeah.
because then I could have stopped them.
Actually, that's a really great idea because multiple, like one of the wallet that is Binance that I use, uh, they have a authenticator, and they you like you have to click OK before anyone like takes anything from your wallet or you transact to someone else. So that's a very
No,
good.
because they did that at MetaMask, it never would have happened.
Yeah. That's why I
So
keep my MetaMask wallet like empty or it's under $100 because I don't want to lose that amount of money. I have heard so many
exactly.
instances. So yeah.
Isn't that funny though? So yeah, so hopefully,
But
uh,
is there any hardware wallet which you can
yeah, you could
disconnect?
use a ledger or Trezor or I actually use an old phone, which is I have an old phone that has a
Mhm,
MetaMask wallet on it and it's not connected to any network. And when I
mhm,
want to get at some of my um NFTs that I don't want stolen, I plug in
mhm.
that phone. But other than that, the
Okay.
phone's offline.
Yeah, in that case, no one can enter in
Yeah.
your system. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you go online, you're taking a chance.
Okay. I think I will buy an hardware disconnected to the internet before to buy any cryptocurrencies,
Or if
Bitcoin
you
or
have, do you
other
have an old,
NFT.
do you have an old desktop computer?
Yeah. I used MetaMask, but never bought crypto or other NFT or token before. So I'd like to start with an hardware wallet, but the question is good integrated to the standard system. So is easier is easy like MetaMask the use of it's very different. Yeah, if like I don't know, I found some.
I can
Well,
suggest a method for trading, like crypto trading. Like Binance is very safe. Till
Mhm.
now, they haven't have any downfall or their like assets getting out or something. So yeah, that's
yeah,
something.
Binance, Coinbase, Gemini,
Mhm.
they're all pretty reliable, but they're
Yeah.
all online and you don't have custody of your,
Yeah.
you they have custody of your Bitcoin.
So
If you have a
someday,
hardware wallet, you have custody.
yeah. And if someday they decided that they don't want to continue and Binance is going like got like it can go off the website, so you won't have anything with you, then they would have taken your money.
Yes.
Okay, because Binance is like a bank. You have an
Yes,
account.
exactly.
Okay, you can lose. But in case of in Ledger.com, there are some.
You have to buy the device and then you set
Okay,
it up on your computer. And then when you buy, you have to, I don't know if you can buy directly with the ledger. I think you have to buy with a MetaMask and then transfer it to the ledger. I'm not sure about
okay.
that. You might be able to buy right with the ledger. Do you know if you
Mhm.
can, Tripor?
Yeah, we can buy, sell, swap, we can do all
Oh,
these
okay.
things.
That's
Okay.
great. So you could do that. Again, I just use an old phone or an old computer that's not online. But the ledger works just as well. And you can now not set up, I guess, a MetaMask and just do everything there. And then when you're done putting your stuff on your ledger, you just unplug it from your computer and put it in a safe deposit box.
Yeah.
Okay, I will try.
And let me know when you're set up. I'll send you an NFT.
Yeah, yeah. Starting with the first NFT. Yeah,
I'll send you some knowledge.
yeah.
Anyway. All right, so I will send over the slides in an email in a few minutes. Just the
Mhm.
first 3 or 4 slides to add to the show. And then
Okay,
I'll be online 15 minutes early on Wednesday, right? It's at one
okay.
o'clock Eastern time.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you,
Hey,
Bobby.
no, thank you. I'm looking forward to it. Let's
Yeah.
see how we do.
Yeah, and can you can also share the latest version of Jupyter Notebook of the AI FAQ?
Yeah, I think you can use that one. The last is pushed on GitHub repo.
Okay.
I did not change it, so you can find that. But the last version requires the GitHub token. If you want to use without GitHub token, you can use your version,
Okay.
which asks you just a link, the first link, or you can also don't change the link of that is the IROARIT doc link. You can use that if you want, if you prefer.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Great,
Have
and
a
thank
nice
you very
day.
much. Have a great
We'll
day,
talk
and we'll
again.
talk Wednesday. If you have any questions, just reach out through LinkedIn and I'll set up a meeting time if we have to meet again.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay? All right, have a great
Thank
Thank
day.
you. Bye. Bye.
Bye.